Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about feedback amplifiers. Before knowing about this, we need to know what is an amplifier. We know it already. What is an amplifier? An amplifier is a device which improves the level of your input voltage. So if you provide a 1 volt signal, then it will give an output of 10 volt. So this is what a normal amplifier is. Then what is feedback amplifier? Normally, this general amplifier is not at all used in frequent days. Why? Because this normal amplifier has less stability. To improve the stability, we have to use feedback amplifiers. What is meant by feedback amplifier? In the normal amplifier, we have a separate system. What is meant by feedback normally? Taking some output and giving it back to the input. So this process is called feedback. In the same way, here also from this amplifier, we are taking some output and that output is fed back to your input. So this process of taking some output and providing it, mixing it with the input is called feedback. So there is one more network called feedback network. This network will define how much amount of output need to be taken and should be given to the input, and also in which phase the output should be mixed with the input. So mainly two things for this feedback network. One is how much amount of output need to be taken, and next one is what phase we need to provide to the input. Okay, so these two things will be taken care by means of this feedback network. So here your V out is taken and it is converted into a feedback voltage Vf. Vf is equal to, here beta is what, a feedback ratio, that is feedback factor into V naught. So this is how we can take your output and we can mix it with your input. Okay, now we need to know what are the types of feedback. There are two types of feedbacks. One is positive feedback, another one is negative feedback. What is by positive feedback? We are providing some feedback, output is given to the input. Okay, if the source voltage and the feedback voltage are in phase, if the source signal and the feedback signal are in phase, then it is positive feedback. So you are giving some signal back. If the given signal, feedback signal, is in phase with your source signal, then it is called a positive feedback. So what about the input voltage to the amplifier? So Vi will be the addition of these two, that is Vs plus Vf. Okay, what about negative feedback? Negative feedback means if the feedback signal is out of phase with the source signal, then it is a negative feedback. So obviously what is your input voltage? Input voltage equal to Vs minus Vf. Okay, so using this way, there are two types of feedbacks. One is positive feedback, another one is negative feedback. Okay, positive feedback means the source signal and your feedback signal are in phase, so they are get added. Negative feedback means source signal and the feedback signal are out of phase, so they are subtracted. Okay, so then from this, what is really a negative feedback? What is the real usage of a positive feedback? If you give negative feedback, then the stability of this amplifier will increase. Okay, so mainly we give feedback to improve the stability of the amplifier. Okay, so normally what is the stability? If the amplifier, you are selling this amplifier and telling that the gain of this amplifier is 10. Okay, so someone is buying, he is using it, today its gain is 10, tomorrow its gain is 20, the day after tomorrow its gain is 1, then will the same buyer will come back to you again? No. So main quality for an amplifier should be its stability. To maintain the stability, we have to provide a feedback. So if you provide a negative feedback to the amplifier, then that amplifier will become more stable. For that only we are providing feedback to the amplifier. If you provide a negative feedback to the amplifier, then that amplifier will be always stable. Today it will give the same output, tomorrow it will give the same output, as long as it comes it will give the same output. Okay, then next thing, first we need to know about the effect of positive and negative feedback. To know about the effect of positive feedback and negative feedback, we should know the relation between gain with feedback and gain without feedback. So normally what is the gain of this amplifier? Gain of this amplifier A is given by output by input. What is that? V out by V in. So this is the gain of this amplifier. What is the gain of this feedback amplifier? AF is equal to output is V naught, input is Vs. Okay. So this is what the gain of this amplifier, that is feedback gain. Before understanding the effect of negative feedback and positive feedback, first we need to know about the relation between feedback gain and normal gain. So you have to by God this equation. This equation should be known to all electronics engineers. What is that? Feedback gain is equal to without feedback gain divided by 1 minus A beta. So you should by God this equation. This is a very important equation. Okay. So this is for positive feedback. So for positive feedback, A divided by 1 minus A beta. Okay. For negative feedback, A divided by 1 plus A beta. Okay. So now we will not think about positive feedback. You leave it. Just think about negative feedback. See, in negative feedback, what about the denominator? 1 plus A beta. 1 plus A beta means, what is this 1 plus A beta? It is larger than 1. Okay. If the denominator is larger than 1, what about that whole value? That is AF will be reduced. Okay. The gain after feedback will be reduced compared with the without feedback. So AF will be less than A. Okay. Now, with this idea, we will know about the effect of positive and negative feedback. Here, think about this equation. A by 1 minus A beta. What is that? 1 minus A beta is smaller than 1. This factor is smaller than 1. So denominator is smaller than 1. The total value will be larger. Okay. So if you give positive feedback, AF will be greater than A. After giving feedback, your gain will be increased. For negative feedback, after giving feedback, your gain will be reduced. Okay. So here from this, to understand about your positive and negative feedback effects, first you should know about the good quality of an amplifier. What is the good quality of an amplifier? Normally, an amplifier should have high gain. So your gain value should be large. Input resistance value should be large. These are all good qualities. Output resistance value should be less. Then bandwidth should be large. What about the distortion for a good amplifier? It should be less, isn't it? What about noise? Noise should be less. So these are all the good qualities of an amplifier. Okay. To create a good stability in negative feedback, what we are doing is we are sacrificing the gain. The gain is reduced after giving feedback. What happened? AF is less than A. The gain value is reduced after giving feedback. Then what is the necessity of going to the negative feedback? The amount of how much you are getting sacrificed with this gain will be improved in your other good qualities. In negative feedback, your gain may be reduced, but all other good qualities will be improved. So this is what the main application of a negative feedback. So now here we will see the difference between a negative feedback and positive feedback. That is the effect of positive feedback and negative feedback. Here, as I told you already, 1 plus A beta for negative feedback is less than 1. So automatically what happened? So it reduced it is larger than 1. So it is increased. Negative feedback gain is less compared to your without feedback gain. Okay. Here the same factor 1 plus A beta. As we told, the amount of decrement in gain is directly proportional to the improvement in the other good qualities. So you are sacrificing the gain, but all other good qualities will be improved in negative feedback. See here, your gain is a by 1 plus a beta, so it is reduced, leave it. But think about your input impedance. Your input impedance after feedback is equal to input impedance without feedback multiplied by 1 plus a beta. So what happened to this? So your input impedance with feedback value increased, so it is a good quality. Okay, so output impedance should be reduced for a good amplifier. See here also your R naught divided by 1 plus a beta. So this will reduce your output impedance after feedback. Okay, what about your bandwidth? So automatically now you know. So already it is 1 plus a beta multiplied, here also 1 plus a beta we have multiplied with the bandwidth. What about your distortion? Distortion should be reduced. Automatically here also your distortion get reduced, because it is divided by means of a larger value. Then here noise also again after giving feedback is being divided, that means it is reduced. Okay, so if you sacrifice your gain, only the problem will be in the gain, good quality problem, but how much you sacrifice with the gain will improve the other good qualities of the amplifier. It increases the input impedance, input resistance, and it decreases the output resistance, it increases the bandwidth, it decreases the distortion, it decreases the noise factor. This is how the stability of the amplifier is increased when we provide a negative feedback. Okay, so the same equation only I have written for positive feedback, but instead of 1 plus a beta I have written 1 minus a beta. Okay, 1 minus a beta is smaller than 1. If it is smaller than 1, automatically the gain value after feedback will be larger compared to your gain value without feedback. Okay, so now the gain will be increased after giving feedback, the gain increased. At the same way other good qualities will be decreased, other good qualities will be decreased. Okay, then why we are using this positive feedback? So positive feedback is not used for stability of the amplifier, it will not give any stability. Instead, if you provide positive feedback, then it will convert the amplifier into an oscillator. So normally stability, if you want, you have to give negative feedback. No sir, I want to convert a amplifier into an oscillator, then you have to provide a positive feedback. Okay, so now main thing is the relation between feedback and your gain and your normal gain. Let us derive the relation between feedback gain and the normal gain. So in this amplifier, this is your feedback amplifier. Okay, now we want to derive the relationship. What is that? We know already what is the relationship between A and AF from the equation, already we know. So A, for positive feedback we are going to derive. So what is that? AF equal to A by 1 minus A beta. So this is what your gain relation between AF and A. So from this diagram we are going to derive the relation. What is that? What is the A? Gain without feedback. What is the gain? V0 by Vi. Okay. With the feedback, what is the gain? Gain AF equal to output by input. What is your output here? Output is V0, input is Vs. Okay. Now from this equation, V out equal to A into Vi. So let us take this equation as 1. Okay, so now we have A, we want AF, so at last what we want is V0 by Vs we want. Okay, so from this equation here, let us find what is your Vi here. Vi in this diagram is the addition of, for positive feedback we are doing, so it is the addition of Vs plus Vf. So Vs plus Vf, it will be the addition of source signal and the feedback signal. Okay, now what is a feedback signal? feedback signal is beta into V naught. So Vi equal to Vs plus beta into V naught. Okay. Now let us take this as 2. Substitute this 2 in 1. What you will get? So you go and substitute here V out equal to A into, instead of Vi you put Vs plus beta into V naught. Okay. Now V naught, simplify this, then you will get the answer. So A into Vs plus A into beta V naught. Okay. Now take this V naught term this side. That is V naught minus A beta V naught equal to A into Vs. Okay. Now take V out common. V out into 1 minus A beta equal to A into Vs. Okay. Now what we want really, V naught divided by Vs. So take this Vs this side and 1 minus A beta that side. So A by 1 minus A beta. So this is for positive feedback. For negative feedback, if you have to put the simple variation Vs minus Vf, so that what you will get? So you will get A divided by 1 plus A beta. Okay. So I hope you understand this video. In this video we have learnt about what is a feedback, and why we need to provide a feedback, and what are the types of feedbacks. Okay. Then what are all the good qualities of an amplifier, how a negative feedback improves that, what are all the effects of the negative feedback over the good qualities of the amplifier. Okay. So how it increases the stability, and what is the need for positive feedback, and we have derived the relationship between positive feedback, that is your feedback with gain and without gain. Okay. I hope you understand this video. Thank you.